Side a hot mess.
Okay, I'm almost done. I'll leave y'all alone for tonight. I will. I will leave y'all alone for tonight. But it is shameful for a man to sit up there and be with a woman and then end up marrying that woman's daughters. That is shameful for a man to sit up in a relationship and be with a woman and have sex with her daughters. That is shameful, shameful, shameful. My God says you're not supposed to do that. They don't have no principles and morals, no ethics, no type of heart, no type of love in that, no type of principles. So if you would sit up here and tell me that I can't marry my wife's sister, then it'd be a problem. Okay, listen. I'm not with my wife no more. We divorced. But if I like her sister, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell me I'm wrong in that. You can't. It is shameful for a man to sit up there and lay with his sister. It is shameful for a man to lay with his daughter. It is shameful for a man to lay with his grandmother. It is shameful for a man to lay with his auntie. It is shameful for a man to lay with his sister. But if I was sitting up here by God's law, if I was sitting up here and I was with a woman and I was having relations with her daughters, I am wrong. But if I'm with that woman and, you know, things don't work out, whatever it is, but I like her sister, if I marry her sister, I am not wrong. I will fight for all these laws. Those are principles. And you can say I'm wrong. You could be like, oh, Jehoshaphat, well, you wrong and all of that. You know, you a man. You should be able to marry anything that you want. But how you going to disrespect what I believe in if I'm not willing to disrespect what you believe in? And you done made law. Even if y'all done make it law, I wouldn't even disrespect it. Please don't disrespect us. And that's fit. And you be like, oh, well, you know, Jehoshaphat, you pushing the full envelope. It is very shameful for a man to sit up there and mess with his brother's wife. That is shameful. I don't care what nobody got to say about that. It is shameful for a man to lay with his daughter. I don't care what nobody else got to say about that. Nobody. It is shameful for a man to lay with his sister, his mother, his auntie, any of his cousins. You know what I'm saying? It is shameful for a man to sit up there and be with a woman and then lay with her daughters. Let's say you got to put it all already in your head. They're of age. It is still shameful for that man to be with that woman and lay with her daughters. Shameful. But if I sit up here and I be with a woman and she leave me or whatever, and I marry her sister, I'm not wrong on that. I will stand up for any of those laws and principles and morals because you cannot change any of that. Let's go all the way. My bad. Let's go all the way back. I'm going to go ahead and end it.
And then you gonna tell me how we got that. Here's a full plate of tacky with a side of hot mess. I'm gonna tell you what it is. And then you gonna tell me how we got that way. Mr. Whitcomb, you are married to Ms. Whitcomb. Ms. Whitcomb, this is your sister, Talia Marilyn. You divorcing her to marry her.
Yeah.
How did we get there?
Okay, let's take out the fact of the sleaze and the tabloids and the news and the paper and the gossip. Let's take all that out. And let's take out all the situations in life where it was just not one-sided and that other person was sitting there abusing their spouse. Let's take all that out. And let's just say that that person got out that relationship, but they still found love in they ex-wife or husband's brother or sister, and they married them. The sting, family, the sting, you know what I'm saying? That should give the other person just the sting, family, the pain, you know what I'm saying? The sting. And you be like, oh, Jehoshaphat, you being petty. Nah, I'm not being petty. Let's go back.
Aunt Talia had showed up with her sister.
And then you gonna tell me how it got that way. Mr. Whitcomb, you are married to Ms. Whitcomb. Ms. Whitcomb, this is your sister, Talia Marilyn.
Yes.
You divorcing her to marry her.
Yeah.
How did we get there, Mr. Whitcomb?
Well, I met Asia and Talia about 12 years ago through a chat line. Asia had showed up with her sister. When I initially saw her sister, I knew I was physically attracted to her, wanted to get to know her and stuff like that. But I felt like I was already committed to, you know, since Asia came by, I was already committed to, you know, talking with her and finding out about, you know, where that would go or whatever. So, you know, we talked and, you know, we were together for a couple years. Eventually, we ended up getting married.
Asia. She might be black.
Pause.
It sounds like a very
Black people
noble
love some
thing to
Asian
do,
people.
saying, you know, the woman that I was talking to on the chat line showed up, but I felt compelled to talk to her, even though the sister that came along, well, you know, for security, I'm sure, you know, because you meet the guy you don't know,
I
you
just
bring
wanna hear
somebody
what
else,
she gotta
case
say.
goes sideways. That
Why?
you're married.
Hold up. I just want to hear what she got to say. Her white black man is with her, but why he want to leave her for her sister? And I'll just leave it alone, family. I'll leave it alone for real. I will leave y'all alone for the night. Peace and blessings and glory to God to your night.
Continue to pursue a relationship with her out of a sense of honor.
I would say, yeah. I didn't want to hurt her feelings since she already had came to see me or whatnot.
Look where it brought you.
Yeah. Yeah.
You think her feelings are hurt today?
Oh, I'm sure they are, and I've apologized for it.
Ms. Whitcomb, is that generally an accurate version of what occurred?
Yes, all that, but we met them with 4 guys.
Other females, they told me, they said, "Oh, Jehosa, you so wrong. Why you sitting over there and you looking for simple-minded females? Because maybe a simple-minded female won't give me a damn problem. You judging. No, I'm just reminding myself of what the hell I got to do."
He was with 3 other gentlemen. My sister ended up with 2 of those other guys, and then eventually his brother.
His brother?
His brother.
And I said a side attack. Full meal. We got an entire buffet of ratchetness going on down here.
What did she say?